Hey there, hope you guys have a good day today. Today is Wednesday, 23rd of July 2025. It is 9:42 in the evening. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry about that. If you guys hear the double voice, I just review my voice if if it's okay or not. Right, hold on for a moment. I'm just setting up stuff. Yes, pretty unprofessional tonight because I have a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, hope you guys doing well once again. Right, tonight we are going to continue not Punishing Raven, sorry, Snowbreak Containment Zone. Chapter 15 part 2. We are going to continue from yesterday. Yesterday we just yesterday we managed to play until at least some battle stages, which is I like it with the puzzle and stuff, and of course Katya with chain gun, minigun, whatever you wanna call, Gatling gun even. It's pretty dope, I have to say. She just like raw power. That's it. I love it, and I think that's like kinda, how do I say this? That's kinda people always complain that Snowbreak nowadays, people on the gameplay is just skill and skill dash ulti. That's it. No more shooting and stuff. No more power. So basically, shooting become useless. Now with Katya with a Gatling gun, that minigun, that Gatling gun is just super super raw power. That's it. So yeah, right. I'm sorry because I have still some flu and my throat has been giving the sign that it will go bad. It's hard to explain when English is your second language, right? My throat has given the sign that it will not doing good. It will not be doing good tomorrow. So I have my throat lozenge and I'm going to suck on it while I'm playing this game. So sorry if people will find it a bit annoying, but I have to do this, man. You can hear my voice is different tonight, so yeah. Right, without further ado, let's go to the game itself. Right, let me just go. Hello, Jesus. No. I'm going to suck the throat lozenges. So basically, like medicines. If you suck on this candy. It's like one candy for your throat. So yeah, I have like sore throat right now. I can feel it. So yeah, welcome to Just, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Let's go to the game. And let me unmute the game. You are throwing. I'm throwing a candy. Yes, a lozenge. If you Lozenge, lozenge. Right. Let me just put on my headphone. I need to keep this with me because I don't want the ants start to consuming the lozenge. By the way, Nijas, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, I still have the flu, and I will be blowing my nose and throwing the candy. So there's like a couple of things that may sound suspicious throughout the stream tonight. So, but I assure you, it's nothing indecent at all. It's just me having flu and stuff. So yeah, you are good. Nice to know, man. Nice to know. Oh, right. There you go. That's like a few tissue only tonight, man. I need to have like another box of tissue at my side. Right. What are we reading here today? Oh yeah, sorry. The event. Sorry. There you go. Right. Idle pursuit. Vitamins are really good for not getting sick like forever. Yeah. The thing is, the vitamin. I know that. How do I say this? I kinda. I do have vitamin C. It's a supplement, additional supplement. Like my family have. I was the only one who never take that vitamin because for me, isn't it just placebo? To be honest, right? You ate that, basically it's just a candy. I don't know, man. You might say I'm a bit pessimistic about it, but you know what? I might just take like a vitamin supplement starting now every day. I swear to God, it's been like forever that I think like this supplement is just a placebo. It's just a candy, a sweet candy and stuff, you know. And then, sorry, I mean the placebo effect. So yeah, right. Let's upgrade her. Cool. Okay, let's actually continue with the main story now. Take this one, reward. I like this what you call it? Plant vs Zombie stuff. Trial. Oh, wait, are there any trial for? Not yet. Okay, that's more. By the way, depends on vitamins. After you started drinking them, even with thawed fruit, it just disappears in 2 days. Oh, nice. That's nice to know. I mean, each people have different way of their body to dealing with flu, right? But yeah, I should try. I really should get that vitamins. Right. Oh yeah, tomorrow we will get her for free. Her and her best in slot equipment. Weapon have to pull though, but it's okay. You can just get the weapon from this thing. It's cool. What do I need from here? I don't think I need anything for now. Yeah, alright, you know what? Never mind. Let's go. Progress number 3. Why not? Descending from the heavens, now or never. Oh, sorry, I'm sucking the candy right now. I need to just, moisten my lip and stuff so that my lips doesn't go dry. Alright. It might sound a bit disturbing for you, sound like I'm kissing someone, but no, I assure you, I'm not kissing anyone. Under Katya's power, the world around us shifted. You sure do suck. I mean, I take that like every way you mean, man. I take that. I do suck though. I do suck a lot. This candy. Gotcha. Right, under Katya's power, the world around us shifted. We were still standing inside the Acropolis, but the scene before us transformed completely. Oh, shoot! What's the NPC, man? Dude! That's that NPC design. What the hell? This was the celebration from 5 years ago. Compared to today, it was on a whole different scale. Not just students, but faculty members had joined in. Beyond the main gates, the campus was buzzing with energy. We moved through the crowd, every voice and laugh ringing clear, but to them, we were not even there. To uncover the truth, we have to split up and listen in. The 3 girls nodded at me, then scattered in different directions. I'll have to say I check on my wife first. Check on Katya. Holy shoot. Bro. Screenshot. I have to screenshot it for research purposes. Dang. I mean, this hologram. I'll do it. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, sorry. She's done talking. Alright, sorry about that. I was just staring at her. I'm sorry about that. By the gate, a tired-looking professor slouched against the wall. Anything suspicious about her? I mean, there also something. She has a big, huge personality. But so far, she just looked like she's dodging work. There you go, the personality. She looked about ready to nod off until her terminal buzzed sharply. She let out a sigh that sounded like it came from the bottom of her soul and answered the call.
抜け出してなんかないよ。ちゃんと学院祭会場にいるわ。
Ha! Slacker.
新しいジーンロックの取り付け？急に何なの？
New Gin Lock. I've heard of it before, like previous chapter.
地下。はいはい、わかった。
Okay.
今向かうわ。別に。ちょうど暇してるし。
I mean, it's okay, Professor. I can tell that you are an introverted person. Which, hey, coincidence. I'm also an introverted person. So yeah, we could, hang out sometimes, She ended the call and slipped away, heading deeper into campus.
残念だけど、再現できるのはここまでよ。分析員、何か役立つ情報は？
Too soon to tell. Flag it for now. Let's gather more info elsewhere. Check on Tess. Tess chose the banquet area near the main stage. While several members of the Acropolis leadership were gathered in the center exchanging toasts, she stayed on the outskirts, watching two guests from the crowd. What the hell actually just happened there? Oh, there you go. Archive Director. Refer to Supervisor, Manager, or Maintainer. Is the person responsible for managing Acropolis Archive. Alright. Okay. You know what? Sorry about that. I just heard like the music cut off somehow. Let me check my CPU performance. It's okay though. My CPU is on 4.5, 3.5% even. Is it like the bug on the game? The woman appeared to be blind, though unlike most in this era, she wore no optical aids.
はい。学院理事会の臨時決議で、書庫は今年部外者の利用ができなくなったんです。
え？何かあったんですか？
いえ、修繕工事を行っているだけです。蔵書量を増やすほかに、書家整理とセキュリティシステムの更新も。そういう作業ではあまり役に立てないので、気分転換をしに参ったのです。
なるほど。今まで書庫の管理で忙しかったでしょうし、これを機にゆっくり休んでください。
Yeah.
それにしても、書庫が閉鎖されたら、学院祭はどうなるんですかね。
Archive closed. Why though?
場所を変えたりとか。
The conversation drifted on for a while.
学院祭、書庫、なんだか大事そうな情報だね。このキュレーターっていう人もなんだか気になる。
Let's note it down and move on. Check on Vidya. Why you startle? It's me. What's wrong?
分析員さん、私の見間違いじゃなければ、そこの人って。
Let me guess, the faculty from the frontline town? I followed her gaze and spotted a familiar face in the crowd almost instantly. Oh shit! It is Pai! It's an honor to have a docile director gracing our humble celebration.
いえ、学院とは昔からの付き合いだから、私も学院祭を楽しみにしてるよ。
Damn, what Pai is doing here? I mean, Pai is already dead. I had not expected to see her here. Still carrying yourself with that same grace and confident, Director Pai. Even knowing it was just a projection from the past, I felt a quiet heaviness stir inside me. That woman now rests beneath the cemetery ground of New Hentiro. Yeah, I did that already.
学生たちが学院祭を始めた後、地下へご案内しますね。それまでは学院祭の会場でしばらくお待ちください。
ほう。つまり開始以降じゃないと書庫に入れないんだ。
Ah, she's also targeting the archive. Okay.
そうなんですよ。先代の学院長が決めたルールみたいで。
まあそんな杓子定規なことを言わずに、多少の融通を聞かせてくれないかね。
Don't say that, Pai. People know what you're planning.
そうしたいのは山々ですが、実はこういう事情がありまして、書庫への通路の入り口には御社に作っていただいた
Emotional
ある
resonance.
装置が
Oh
取り
god
付けられてい
dang.
ますよ。
That difficult, hey?
学院さ
誰がそんなまどろっこしいことを考えたんだ？
I think it was you, isn't it?
と
Tao, there you go.
御社のタウさんからご提案いただいたのです。
やっぱり学院祭の話の続きを聞かせてもらおう。パイさんもこの学院祭に来てたんですね。しかも書庫に入ろうとしていました。
Huh, okay. There's a clear link between the celebration and the archive. Mark it down. Okay, so there's like two. I guess the first professor that that we watched with Katya when she said underground. I guess she's also talking about the archive. By then we had gathered enough intel. Inside one of the Acropolis lecture halls, Katya deactivated her Rhapsody exosuit power. The air rippled, and just like waking from a dream, we were back in the present.
学院の闇は思った以上に深そうね。
Yeah, that's true. Lucky we had you, Katya. Without your power, we would have been groping in the dark. Yes, and groping you in the dark too. With the clues we gathered, the shape of Eda's plan and the true purpose behind the celebration began to come into view. First question: what is this celebration really about? The archive.
パイさんと学院構想部の会話によると、アクロポリス学院の書庫は
Emotional
感
resonance.
情を検知して初め
Sure
て
do
入れる
sounds
よう
like
になるん
some,
ですね。
some word they just put up. But none of the students seems to know that. My theory, they only stayed because Eda's info storm programmed them to.
となると、エッタは学院祭を利用して書庫に入ろうとしているんでしょう。
Yes. Another question, why did Eda go through all the trouble creating a human form just to get into the archive? The gene lock.
確か今の教授が言ってたわ。地下に人間しか通過できないジーンロックを取り付けると。
Okay.
だとしたらいくらタイタンやロボットをコントロールできたってエッタはその書庫に入れない。だから人間を作る。
What's inside the archive though? That's what we want to know. Which means the one thing Eda sent its human form in to get is books.
紙の本だよね。
Paper books. We always assume Eda was omniscient, but at her core, she's still an AI, tethered to the digital realm. Physical paper books will be a blind spot in her data feed. That's it. She just want to learn something from, from physical copy of stuff. So it makes sense that the Acropolis archive, a vault of human knowledge, held something it desperately needed. Huh. I guess so. That was the heart of Eda's plan. Her human form was meant to overpower Vidya and me right after that brutal fight. When we were most vulnerable, but then I did the unexpected. I unleashed Eda's digital form, a move that nearly destabilized its human form from within. In desperation, Eda detonated the tree, forcing its plan forward. At last, we are on even ground with Eda. One more thing was now certain, something critical had happened during the last celebration. Binding the celebration with access to the archive, the gene lock access, they all pointed to one goal: making sure only humans could enter the Acropolis archives. We may never know exactly who or what the Acropolis leadership was trying to guard against, but whatever it was, this elaborate setup clearly gave Eda a run for her money.
でも、書庫の位置がわからないままじゃ、あの人間体がどこに行ったのかもわからないよ。
Yeah, that's true. True, yeah, I said it. True, but we can narrow it down. When we first arrived, the celebration had not even started yet. Eda's human form must have been lying low nearby, waiting for the main event, the torch lighting. That ceremony marked the moment the gate of the archive opened. She would not have left until she confirmed that happened.
つまり、人間体のエッタは私たちの近くにいるってこと？
Must be, exactly. If the archives are closed, then she must hiding somewhere. Oh shoot, From the corner of my eye, a flash of white darted past. In the building across from us, a ghostly figure flickered. There was no mistaking it. No hesitation, I drew my gun and pulled the trigger on reflex. Katya! She was already moving the second I called her name. In a blink, she fragmented, vanishing into a streak of blue light. Inside the Acropolis Advanced Department, building number 2, Eda's human form was racing up the stairwell. Q. Next to her, Eda digital form hovered with a board detachment, counting off each step. On the next landing, she stumbled, her legs giving out. She leaned forward, hands on her thighs, gasping for breath. The human form glared venomously at the smug hologram beside her. It was all its fault. If it had not hijacked her body and disrupted her link to the host, she would have ended up doing all this legwork. Her growl cut short. She froze mid-word because she noticed an approaching figure. Hey! The floor-to-ceiling window shattered in a single blast. Shards of glass rained down like silver knives, catching the sunlight and scattering into 1,000 brilliant splinters. Beautiful, surreal, almost dreamlike. To the human form, time seems too slow to a crawl. Her legs would not move, frozen as if her body had turned to stone. All she could do was stare, eyes wide, as the figure who shattered the glass closed the distance. The intruder's smile curled with disdain, like some divine executioner, descending in a blaze of light. Terror surged through her like a flood. Her mind screamed for escape, but her body refused to obey. Another crash rang out, and she realized she was still alive. Out of nowhere, a glowing shield burst to life between her and Katya. It broke apart in the blink of an eye, but it had done its job. It slowed Katya down, if only for a heartbeat. Sorry about that. She didn't even have time to breathe, a sigh of relief before a searing pain tore through her arm. Oh shoot, a bullet had torn through her bicep and buried itself in the wall behind her. But it was that pain that finally snapped her back to reality. She lunged sideways, a desperate dive to the right, just barely evading Katya's next blow. She crashed down and rolled across the floor in a clumsy tumble, scraped, breathless, but at least for now, her life was no longer in immediate danger. Katya raised her weapon once more, gritting her teeth. Eda threw up her hand and snapped her fingers with a defiant snarl. At her signal, campus security drones kicked into motion, a swarm of mechanical sentinels closing in fast on her location. Katya sneered and opened fire. A storm of bullets tore through the first wave. Sparks flew, metal bodies collapsed in rapid succession. And still more came, but to Katya it was just a rhythm. Reload, aim, fire, nothing at this range could lay finger on her. But that was exactly what the human form had counted on. While Katya was momentarily distracted, she clutched her bleeding arm and slipped into the corridor. Kuso. Oh, Kono, okay. I thought she gonna go like Kuso. She growled the words through gritted teeth, never once slowing her pace. The Acropolis had no shortage of security drones, but who could say if sheer number were enough to stop a woman who could blink through space? All she could do was run and pray she made it out of the building. Thankfully, she memorized the layout of the campus. If she could just make it out of the building, she was confident she could stay hidden, at least for a while. It's the hologram. Your digital copy protect you. The sudden appearance of the projection made her skid to a halt, nearly tripping over her own feet.
あなたは簡単に機械や設備
Lower level AI.
三流のポンコツ AI を操る
It's like a
力
Ponkotsu AI. Dang.
私
To her surprise, the searing pain in her arm suddenly dulled. She looked down to see a shimmer of Titagen crawling over her wound, sealing it shut with uncanny precision.
あの分析員みたいにタイタン物質を操る力だよ
The human form realized that she would gravely underestimate the digital form.
今さらそんなアピールしても体を譲る気はないから。
勘違いしないで
The digital form voice dropped into an icy monotone. In the next instant, the Titagen seal on her wound shattered without warning. Dang. Holy shit. The fuck? This is torture, man. Poor her human form. Pain tore through her as the gash reopened. Her knees buckled, steps stumbling.
今助けてあげたのはあなたが本当に使えないから
It says trap Edda, not even digital, right?
私もあなたと一緒にあっけなく終わっちゃうの
Trap Edda. Has it always been Trap Edda? No, it's not. I think, let's see. Edda, human, oh, Trap Edda. Okay, it has always been Trap Edda.
あなたには捕まってほしいのは確かだけど捕まえるのは分析員じゃないとダメなの彼にはあなただけを始末する力があるから
Bakemono. Her world spun, her legs wobbled like gelatin, barely holding her upright.
さあ好きなだけ逃げて傷を負った獲物はどこまで逃げても手のひらの上だから
Before the hunter catches up, dang. 30 seconds later, Tess and Vidya arrived at Katya's position.
ここで何があったんですか
Debris littered the area, leaving hardly any room to stand. The roar of ongoing gunfire echoed from deeper inside.
カーシアさんの方に何か起きたみたい
Tess shook her head and kicked a mangled drone out of the way.
とりあえず中に入ろう
Oh, right, okay. Hold on for a moment. I need to snort some. You know what? Never mind. I'll just be for a moment. I'm not even going to mute the mic. Right. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, there you go. So I need to snort some Vicks inhaler. My nose is congested right now. One canal, one nasal, whatever. It's congested, so I need to snort some Vicks inhaler. So it can give me like, I can breathe in 4K again. Right. Ah, so cool. Let's see how. Oh, this is the Power Rangers. Super Sentai even. File 123. Okay. Right. Let's do this. Oh wait, why Vidya is in the middle? Should I do Vidya in the middle? Why is Vidya in the middle? What's that? Can we go there? Can we not? Okay, never mind. Okay.
あなたたちにはこれくらいで十分かと今夜いただくご褒美もう思いついてます
I don't know what this does, by the way. Let me see. I never knew Katya, Oh, it's a mine, literally. That's it, right? Nah.
戦闘を避けて近道で行こうわかりましたでも近道というのはもちろんここをジャンプで
Oh, jump, okay. Oh, that's nice. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's nice.
待ちきれないのはこっちなの？さっさと終わらせましょう。
Yeah, jump down. Okay.
疲弊が増え続けています。全部倒すしかないみたい。見たことないものをお見せします。速度はあなたの方が勝ってるみたいだね。
Oh shit.
冷めてるっていうのに。
Strong enemy. Give it to me. Oh, that's it. That's it? Or is that one? Is it that one?
臨時収入
Nah. Are you kidding? That's it.
夜になったら一杯付き合って。
Oh well. Right.
勝利を約束してあげるわ。今までのように。
Cool. Alright, next stage. The world as a board. A pawn on the board. Okay. As the smoke began to clear, Katya turned to see Tess and Vidya rushing toward her.
もうちょっと遅れてきたら戦わずに済んだのに。
Aww.
私たちはカーシアさんと違って情報体に乗れないんだよ。それより今は休んでて。
Tess and Vidya could both see the toll taken on Katya. Even for her, mid-air phasing 20 meters in fragmented form wasn't exactly easy, especially after clearing dozens of robots single-handedly.
この騎兵たちはエッタにコントロールされてたんですか？
ええ。どうせ後でちょっかいを出してくるから、ここで一網打尽にした方が気が楽かと思って。
Her tone was casual, even dismissive, but her eyes were simmering with frustration. She would thought it would be a quick cleanup, but in the end, Ada still slipped through her fingers.
あいつ、まさか分析員みたいにタイタン物質で攻撃を防げるとは思わなかったわ。
Decisive move, okay. Her voice faded as something clicked in her mind.
待って、分析員は一緒じゃないの？
エッタがいろんな手を使って止めてくるだろうから、カーシアさんに加勢してほしいって分析員に言われたの。
Oh god dang, of course.
ショートカットを使ってエッタを追ってるみたいだよ。
二段構えね。確かに分析員らしいわ。
What are you looking at? Really flickered briefly across her face, only to be replaced by confusion as she scanned the area again. Hold on, what the shortcut could he even take in here? Indeed, there was no shortcut inside this building. But I had something even better, intel. The digital form of Ada had once stayed in my mind, and until now I had not been able to reach her. I already assumed the human form would cut our connection, so I didn't expect to regain it. Okay, but the moment Katya launched her ambush, I saw the projection flickered into existence, conjuring a Titagen shield mid-air to deflect the blow. Okay. Only I could see Ada's digital form, which meant to Katya it looked like the human form summoned a barrier from thin air. Then I fired my bullet. Okay. My bullet connected, and in that exact instant, I felt the link to Ada's digital form return. What do you mean? Ada? I call out in my mind, and a familiar voice whispered back immediately.
分析員？
She sounded as surprised as I was.
待って、言い訳させて。さっきのはわざとじゃ。
I know, you were just trying to protect the body.
分かってくれてるんだ。それじゃあ、私の現在地を感知できる？います。
I can, I'll be there soon.
やった！
As she cheered, I heard a sharp scream of pain. What's wrong? Are you okay over there?
大丈夫だよ。大変なことになってるのは私じゃなくて彼女だから。
Guess that one hasn't changed a bit. When this is over, I'm going to have a serious talk with her. But for now, there's more pressing business to attend to. What is it? I took a deep breath. Even through the maze of corridors and walls, I could track the human form every move. The shortest route between us was clear. Is it from above? I broke into a run, sprinting out of the structure. Beneath my feet, tentagen tendrils sprouted, branching out like living vines to form a bridge straight to her. With this, I could reach her in under 10 seconds.
そこにあそこに行けたら
Do you mean the archive? Really? The human form thought she would lost Katya, thrown her off the trail. That silence followed only her ragged heartbeat, uneven breath, and pounding footsteps filled the corridor. She was just 10 meters from the exit. 3 more steps, 2, just 1 more. Then darkness swallowed the hall. A figure stood silhouetted in the doorway, blocking the light, the one person she least wanted to see at the moment.
分析来てくれたんだ
Enough, cat and mouse. The human form doubled over, gasping, as though an invisible fist had wrung her gut. Stress-induced stomach cramps? Well, that's confirmed it. You really are a human now. I stepped forward and lifted a hand toward her.
人間になったのは間違いかもしれないね
That is true. Before I could reach her mental space, a familiar voice rang in the air. The red Eda materialized at her human form side.
ちょっと話さないいつもの場所で
This is like the host, right? Her tone was soft. The next moment, my awareness was ripped away from my body. Valhalla. It had been a long time since I last set foot here. Compared to last time, my psychic strength had grown immensely. I could influence this space to a noticeable degree.
おかえり分析員
Eda and I were worlds apart physically, but in this space, distance didn't matter. Her voice, her every movement reached me as if she were a breath away. Between us hovered a projection of large rectangular board, its surface etched with a 19 times 19 by 19 grid. A Go board. Once a staple of human leisure before the digital age, Go, like many other traditional pastimes, faded into obscurity during the post-Juvosis era.
この前あなたと話をした後いろんなことを考えたんだそれで新しいやり方であなたと向き合うことにしたの知ってる今世紀初頭の開発者たちは囲碁で人工知能をトレーニングさせてたんだ数十年後人工知能が
Holy
全
shit.
ての人間騎士を凌駕して人間が一生かなわない存在になった
Few decades. That's scary, man. Like, there's AI that can, even, fight the computer on chess. The computer basically not AI. Computer, I think, is a scripted, design for the chess, chess game. But for AI, it can think for itself.
これは人工知能の発展における大事な一歩だったんだ私がこなしたトレーニングにも囲碁のデータが入ってた
What are you getting at?
囲碁でならあなたは私に勝てないよ
Okay. I have no interest in playing Go with you.
仮説じゃなくて立派な事実だよバルハラでの時間の流れは外より遅いの知ってるよねあなたが宿り木宇宙ステーションにいた
Stiltine Station.
バルハラの中で私と囲碁で対局した490万回黒番でも白番でもあなたは0勝
She offered a mock apologetic smile.
あなたのメンタルが壊れないように記憶を消してあげたんだけどね
She emphasized erase, knowing full well how much I loathe any tampering with my mind. A clear jab meant to provoke. But I wasn't about to bite. So, 3 years, and all you did was play board games with me? I met her fake smile with a fake laugh on my own. For the world's most advanced AI, your hobbies are surprisingly old school.
分析員あなたは今も自分のことを騎士だと思ってるみたいだけどあなたはただの駒しかも捨て駒として宿り木宇宙ステーションに生かされたって考えたことはない
Shut the fuck up, child. She said it with unnerving certainty. There were things she knew about me, things I didn't even know myself. So what? Back when I ran security, I was a fine blade.
ユグドラシルがあなたにしたことは、あなたが思ってるよりもずっとひどいんだよ。
Edda let out a cold chuckle and gave a clap. A bowl of black stones landed smoothly near my hand.
今回私に勝てたら、すべてを教えてあげる。これでどう？
Played safe. The moment I settled on the thought, a black stone floated from the jar and snapped down onto the board. Almost immediately, as if she'd seen it coming, a white stone shot out from Edda's side, landing close to mine. Just as she said, if this is a battle of pure Go technique, I don't stand a chance. Which is exactly why I have to start slow. I feel her out by time and look for a crack. Piece by piece, a textbook corner formation began to take a shape.
やっぱり昔と変わらないね。
You don't know me. Before long, the board was nearly full. Then, her hands stopped. The board was evenly matched. Whether by chance or careful design, neither side held a clear advantage. The real fight was in the lower left corner. Black and white stones clashed there in a tight, tangled mass. But I could tell it was a trap she'd set with precision. If I kept pushing there, I might break through and seize that corner, but that was exactly what she wanted. It would give her the opening she needed to dominate the right side. If I shifted focus and played for the bigger picture instead, I could hold the advantage overall. But I would have to sacrifice the lower left flank. Huh. So that's her message.
これでお分かりかな？
I know nothing what he's talking about, but yeah. So basically, it's just, 5D chess. 5D Go. Edda raised a hand in the air, performing a subtle gesture. The Go board shimmered, then transformed into a familiar map. It was the continent where humanity lives.
これならもっと分かりやすいかもね。あなたたちがいるアクロポリス学院は世界から見れば取るに足らない小さな場所だ。私の人間体を追い込んだのかもしれないけど、徹底的に彼女を消すにはまだまだ苦労しなきゃだよ。それに
She raised her right hand. The stones on the right side of the board glowed with a blinding white light.
まだアクロポリス学院でごちゃごちゃやるつもりなら、私は他の場所で反撃するから。
Dang, is that a threat? You idiot?
そうだね。2本目のデンドロンを爆発させようかな。しかも情報体でとかじゃないから。
I just realized Ejaten and Edda is here, man. Oh god dang, I didn't see that earlier. Even though I had expected it, my fists clenched tightly. Come on, Ejaten, are you seriously going that far?
気づいたんだ。人類を救うのはいいけど、別に全員を救う必要はないって。
Shut the fuck up, kid. Edda smiled, sweet innocent like a child offering candy.
もっと早く気づけばよかったね。あなたが宇宙ステーションに送り込まれた時から気づけばよかった。人類の神である私には生きていいものを選ぶ
God of humanity, I
権
have
利
the
があ
right
る
to
から。
choose who lives, who doesn't.
でもね、分析員。あなただけは特別だよ。あなたは私が生で会った最後の人間。もちろん、あなたが思い描いた未来を理解しようともした。だから、お願い。アクロポリス学院から出てって。
Leave the Acropolis.
あなたにとっては大した意味のない場所だけど、私には何としても手に入れたいものがそこにあるんだ。
We cannot let you have all the knowledge. You are an AI, just a mere AI. Go away.
少なくとも今回は私たちの目的は対立してないよね。
Edda fell silent, yet her voice echoed across the boundless expanse of Valhalla. Edda. She looked at me, her eyes shimmering with that impossible childish hope. Oh my god. Childish hope I would somehow say yes. I'm starting to believe we actually spent 3 years up there just playing Go. You never learned the first thing about negotiation. or even the slightest trick of deception. You are worse at it than the version of yourself that used to live in my mind. Think about it. If you really could detonate another tree whenever you wanted, and if whatsoever in the Acropolis mattered that much, you could have easily lured me away. You would have sparked a crisis in the containment zone. I would have had no choice but to rush back for disaster response. That tells me one thing. The tree in Philosia was your last card. You are the one back into the corner, Edda. And now you have tipped your hand. If the Acropolis is that critical to your plan, then I've got even more reason to stay. You're right. Humans cannot beat AI at Go. Good thing life isn't a board game.
どうしても学院で出しゃばる気なの？私にとってはもう意味のない存在なんだけど、学院の外には100人以上の生徒が聖火の儀式を待ってるよ。ここでまた降臨事件が起きたら、あなたに全員を助けられると思う？
I won't use human lives as a bargaining chips.
へえ、そう。なら、話はここまでにしとく。あなたの理想のために、せいぜい頑張ってね、分析員。
Edda turned away, hiding her expression from me. The space shuddered, then threw me out without so much as a warning. When I opened my eyes, the human form was gone. Oh dang. My connection to the digital world was severed again. No matter how hard I called out in my mind, there was no response. Because of Edda's interference, I lost my shot at capturing its human form. Time for a plan B. Just as I was turning to leave, a familiar scent caught my attention. Following it, I spotted a faint glimmer embedded in the wall, a tiny fragment of titagen, no bigger than a fingernail. Somehow, something clicked. I raised my hand and absorbed it.
学生者に気をつけて。
Watch out for manifestation? What do you mean by that? The message carried by the fragment surged into my mind. It was from Edda's digital form, a warning left for me. Watch out for manifestations? What did that mean? Before I could make sense of it, the ground trembled violently. I burst from the building just in time to see the manifestations pouring out from another structure in the distance.
分析、こっち。
I sprinted to regroup. Within seconds, the clear sky turned ominously dark. Howling winds ripped through the campus like claws. From above, beams of light came crashing down through the dark clouds.
降臨事件ですか。
A descent. Titans of every shape and size began descending across the campus. The security bots too responded, merging with the Titagen in eerie synchronization. Open fire! Damn, really the descent happened. Right. Let's continue.
弾をばらまくのって気持ちよくてなかなかや
I
められ
need
な
to
い
see if there's any dialogue first or not. No dialogue? Okay.
タイタンと学院の騎兵が肩を並べて戦うなんて。分析員、この先の道は切れてるよ。
How? It's just a drawbridge, right?
ざかしい真似を任せて近くの様子を見てくるわ。穴を開けてやるわ。重心がまだ冷めてるっていうのに。
Okay.
臨時収入ね。ねえ、夜になったら一杯付き合って。キスして。戦いが終わったら。銃口の先に突っ立ってるのが好きなんだよね。
Nice.
この指の器用さ。あなたが一番分かってるでしょ。
Okay. Oh shoot! This feels like I'm playing what do I call it? I forgot. You just go.
キスして
Hmm.
戦いが終わった弾丸の嵐
You go, do the puzzle to unlock. Uy! God damn it! I forgot about this one. That was a jump scare. The fuck?
臨時収入ねねえ夜になったら一発
Oh, the god dang.
それが全力なの重心がまだ冷めてるっていうのに
Is that supposed to be the Acropolis bot? The Acropolis drone. Is that supposed to be friendly? I just shoot it.
あなたが一番わかってるでしょ
Wait, what?
よしそれじゃあ先に行ってるわね
I think I do need to get some, health pack. Oh, that's it? Right. Before we continue, I need to go,
勝利を約束してあげる
I need to go
今までの
toilet first. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue. Next stage. The descent happen. Reconnect. Those who fight side by side. Confirm. Enemy forces surge from every direction. Yet we press on, carving a bloody path toward the main gate. By the time we reached the festival grounds, the scene was unrecognizable. Rogue robots, titans slamming down like judgment from the sky. A once cheerful festival now smoldered in ruin. Yet amid the hellish wreckage, Acropolis students remained rooted in place, as if hypnotized. Best celebration ever, they chanted, rushing toward the titans like moths to a flame. And then they get smashed.
最初から狂ってたわね
Katya's Gatling gun rattle, driving the swarm back at the step. What fragmentation causes fragmentation can counter. Wait, what? What fragmentation causes fragmentation can counter. Vidya, it's your time to shine.
任せてください分析員さん
Vidya unfurled her high polymer threads, and just as she'd done in New Hentiro, wove among the students, illusion spilling from her fingertips. The effect was instant. The students felt silent, glassy-eyed, and filed out of the hot zone exactly as ordered. With civilian clear, Tess, Katya, and I could finally unleash our full firepower on the enemy. Beat by beat, we drove the reinforcement back. After a brutal clash, we finally stole a breath. Seizing the respite, I quickly briefed my manifestation on what had happened in Valhalla. But I knew the lull wouldn't last.
つまりこの敵たちは脅しってわけね。下劣なこと。
Was just a flex? What do you mean?
多分人間体のため
Oh,
の
I
時
see.
間稼ぎでもあると思う。
So it's not like not proper descent, just, showing off the power.
学院の中を好き勝手に移動できるし。
Stay on mission, no matter the distraction. Our target is the human form.
このタイタンと騎兵たちはどうするの？
I've got one last ace up my sleeve, something that should jam Ada's control over them. It won't last forever, but it will buy us some time.
へえ。そんなのがあるなら人間体の方に集中できそうね。
One more thing, the digital Ada left a message. Watch out for manifestation.
本当にそれ私たちに仲間割れさせようとしてるんじゃないの？
I'm not sure myself, Tess. I'm scared, knowing that message, learning that message. I don't think so. I know her. She wouldn't toss out something vague with stakes this high. It might be literal, maybe some manifestation really are siding with Ada. But were there really manifestation mixed in with the enemy? As if fate itself keyed in on my dub, a ringtone that I had not heard in ages chirped from my terminal.
こんな時に通信？
She was right, and it could mean only one thing. I answered without hesitation. A familiar voice crackled through the static.
分析員、私の声聞こえる？
It's been a while, Professor Vitya. There's some interference, but I can hear you fine.
よかった。情報嵐の電波障害は弱くなったみたいだね。と言っても相変わらず音声と文字でしか更新できないし、ほとんどの機材も使えないままで、しかもデータから見ればこれからまた電波障害が出そうだから。
Frisha unloaded every scrap of InfoStorm data in one breath.
分析員の方はどう？何かあったの？
I'll fill you in later. Have you reached the tree?
実はね、プリティア先生は今
So the tree is
デンド
there.
ロンと3メートルしか離れてない場所に来てるんだ。普通のデンドロンなら数十メートルの距離でタイタン温泉で近づけなくなるんだけど、ピロゾアのデンドロンはないくらいしか残ってない
Barely a
し、
sapling.
計測してみたらタイタン物質濃度が普通のタイタン物質結晶よりも低いんだって。
My heart sank. Wait, what about its link to Ada?
ああ、それなら心配いらないよ。ちゃんとテストしたんだけど、今も宿り木宇宙ステーションとつながってるみたい。
It's still in station. Frithia's voice dropped to a whisper.
分析員、私たちの切り札まだ出せるはずだよ。今も装置をつけてるんだけど、あと1時間くらいかかりそう。
Good. Well done, Frithia. We are holding here, minor glitches, but with comms back, I'll ping headquarters for support. About that trump card, let's set the timer. 1 hour, just like you said. When it's up, you fire it off. Until then, I'm counting on you and Ichel to guard the tree.
わかった。ずっとここで見張ってるね。で、イチェル、その苗は噛んじゃダメだよ。
Shoot the sapling? God dang, Ichel. A low growl buzzed through the comm. Ichel, ever sensitive to Titagen, must be dying to sink her teeth into the sapling. I'll have to trust Frithia to handle things there. With that, I ended the call and opened the channel to headquarters. It had been 14 hours since the Egerton went dark. Oh shoot. All our 4 wives before. Inside Heimdall command room, 4 manifestation and Caroline sat around the table. Eyes locked on the glowing holomap.
状況をもう一度おさらいしよう。
ええ。現在救援要請が入った封鎖エリアはエリア0を含め14エリアです。あなたの計画通り他の封鎖エリアにあらかじめ人員を配置していたので目立った事故は起きませんでした。
と言ってもエリア0の状況はまだ油断できない。深海エリア以外は守れてるけど、これ以上深入りするのは危険だよ。それに30分前にタイタン汚染がひどくなったせいで ヘイムダル以外の人員は全てエリアゼロから撤退している。
会議が終わったら会社に残るチェンシン以外の全員でもう一度エリアゼロに入ろう。
わかった。後でみんなに知らせるね。
ファニー、そっちはどうだ？デンドロンの様子は？ファニー。
The Golden Lioness had been absent-mindedly twirling her hair, but at Leaf call she snapped upright, clearly irritated.
ユグドラッシュは無事よ。他のデンドロンも同じ。異常報告は入ってないわ。
わかった。
Leaf gave a curt nod and turned to Caroline.
軍の方は？
ねえベンステ、一体いつになったらフィロゾアに向かうつもりなのよ。
Fanny shot to her feet, finally voicing the question that had been burning in her since the meeting began.
言ったはずだ。そんな計画はない。
あんたね、てっきり他のみんなをたしなめるために言ってるだけだと思ったけど、本気なのね。
It would be pretty cool if they actually, do the mouth animation, the lips animation, but these two operatives comes out before they put voice in the main story, so I understand that.
情報嵐の影響で最寄りの空港に着陸してもアクロポリス
The
学
info
院ま
storm
で
still
は
raging.
車でも
There's
最
airport
低
super.
3
So
日はかかる。
okay. Sorry about that. Oh my god, my nose is congested as fuck, man. Ugh. Right. I need to snort something. Wait a second. I mean, I'm snorting the inhaler, Vicks inhaler. Hold on for a moment. Let me see. Are there like something need to do? Right, cool.
フィロゾアには5名もいる。
5 minutes in for Lucia and
私たちは彼にエリアゼロを任されたんだ。
だったら私一人で行くわ。ファニー、待ってください。もう14時間も待ったのよ。未だに情報嵐の中で何が起きたか全然わからないじゃない。
Relax,
お
Fanny.
となしく待てるわけないでしょ。
I'm here. I mean, the call will come.
全体を考えて動いているけど、私だけがエゴイストでせっかちで、彼の安否がわからないと気が済まなくて、バカみたい。それでいいでしょ。
Tears well in her eyes, but she tipped her head back, refusing to show weakness.
あのバカ、いっつもみんなの安全とか言って一人で危険を冒して。
The call.
もう嫌よ。
Come on.
このままじっと待ってられないわ。
Phone, please
あい
ring.
つの気持ちをこの目で確かめないと。
One of my wife is worried sick. Then look, I'm safe. A familiar voice crackled from the terminal in front of Caroline, snapping every eye in the room toward it.
ちょうど分析員から通信が入ったので待ってくださいって言いたかったんです。
You are late, Caroline. A heavy thunk followed. Fanny must have lunged for the terminal and slammed into the table. Man. Fanny could be like the best waifu because she just doesn't have the sun anymore, just Dedede. Moments ago she was pouring her heart out, now face to face with the man she'd been worrying over, she could barely speak. I know you were worried sick, and so were the others. Each of them was doing everything they could to help.
わかってるわよ。わかってるけど。
Trust me, Fanny. I promise I'll come back safe. And I will. So please, do your part and back them up. They need you. I need you.
だからもうわかってるわよ。だって私はあんたの。
安心しなさい、お嬢様。私と一緒にいると分析員は一段と賢くなる。
Come on. Let Fanny finish her line.
他を心配した方がいいと思うわ。
So, wait, what? Battles like this take less out of him than, well, some of our other recreational workout.
は？誰よその女。ガーシアさん、こんな時変なこと言わないでよ。ガーシア？
I cleared my throat, taking back the channel. Focus up, girls. Leaf, you are leading the team into Aleph, correct?
ああ、あなた。何か問題でも？
You are on the right track, but with Edda we need to stay one step ahead.
エリアゼロの件はエッダの陽動作戦だと心配。
From what we know, Ada probably cannot breach Aleph containment wall with Titan anymore. But outside Heimdall reach, she might be orchestrating multiple moves at once. And don't forget the Demiurge. Those things have been circling the zones for a while.
それならヘイムダルだけでは確かに対応しきれませんね。
Silence settled over the room. While everyone gathered their thoughts, the command room door slid open.
李承さん？
Oh!
失礼。
Lee Kyushu.
今まで世話になった。
She's recovered now? Man. I love this design, man. Just look at those tight suit. Oh, goddamn. Those abs, man. Good to see you on your feet, Captain Lee. Lee Kyushu had survived a Rozan assassination attempt during the New Hentiro incident and had been recovering in Yggdrasil headquarters ever since. Before I left for Philosia, I heard Captain Lee was on the mend. So I asked her to meet us here once she was cleared.
そこまで考慮に入れているのですね。さすがあなたです。
御社のおかげで命拾いをした。
Come on, become our operative, Lee Kyushu.
軍と私自身を代表して心よりお礼申し上げよう。
I mean, we are the one who treated you. Don't go back to military. She salute, then turned to the terminal on the table.
分析員殿、エリア16での事件やフィロソワに向かった後のことはすでに部下から説明を受けた。
Okay.
フィロソワ地域を管理するス
Keep
ピ
your
ア
military
軍
district.
戦区にはすでに戒厳令を敷いてもらった。
Okay. Good. Looks like I won't be staring down a nuclear warhead this time.
イエロ社の件は私の本意ではなくてな。
I know, Captain. Just teasing.
とにかく
Oh shoot.
各封鎖エ
He
リアへの
just
増援
raised
要請につ
this
いて
military
説明は聞かせても
woman.
らった。今回の件が収束するまで私の中隊は分析員殿の指示通りに動くと所属軍戦区に報告済みだ。
Much appreciated. Yo, you are in charge of coordinating with the military.
まさかまた軍と手を組むことになるなんてね。あ、旦那の命令だから。
Danna no
頑張っ
mere.
ちゃおうかな。
Man, listening to Hikasa Yoko voice say it like, the word husband, Danna, is so blessed, man. That secured everything outside the Acropolis. Alright, Miss Intelligent Officer, I need you to dig into the company database for me. A familiar throat clear crackle over the comms, followed by Caroline's awkward, lightly teasing tone.
大勢の制約相手の前でよく言えますね。
Covenant
で、何が知りたいんですか？
partners. Look for a partnership agreement between Tao and the Acropolis, something on an underground project. Locate the facility entrance.
ボス自ら対応した契約ですか？
Exactly. Use my clearance. The line went silent. Caroline was no doubt rifling through the database at top speed. Half a minute later, she came back on.
ありましたよ。座標を送りますね。
Thanks. Time for us to move as well. Assuming the info storm doesn't cut us off again, should anything come up, I'm counting on you, Miss Caroline, to keep me posted.
あだ名で呼びたければ呼べばいいですよ。なんで言い直す必要があるんですか？
Dang. Caroline's blushes, man. Duly noted. I'll indulge you next time.
分析員？まだやることが残ってるよね。
Oh, I'm sorry, Tess. I'm sorry. Tess suddenly leaned in and Katya seized the moment to snatch the terminal from my hand.
じゃあそういうことでまた後で連絡するわね。
Man, these girls are a bit possessive, but I like it. The channel closed. Back in the command room, everyone exhaled, each for their own reason.
イチャイチャタイムはおしまいよ。さて分析。
Okay, fine.
これからはどうするつもり？
We hunt her down. My order was simple. Vidya, our priority is the students. Let them out of the campus to safety. Keep them hidden behind your illusions. You're the only one who can slip past the enemy unseen. I slip my ring off and place it on Vidya's finger. I'm entrusting you and them to this.
いいさ。必ずみんな
She's so overdramatic, I love
し
her.
ますから。
Tears brim in her eyes. I pull her into a quick hug, letting her cheek rest against my chest. Easy now, no tears. You've got this. Tess, Katya, we are heading for the archives. Back to where I intercept Ada human's form. So Katya can use her power to trace her escape route. When Ada appeared, she must have told her avatar where the archives are. Our job is simple, catch up. But I suspect Ada's digital form is in trouble. Maybe even wipe. If Ada acted directly, she could easily erase any rival code inside her human's form mind. I'm worried that Ada's human form just got a huge power spike. Oh, sorry about that. Oh my god. From here on, stay sharp. The next fight could be rougher than anything we have faced. That's noted, resolve. Katya's eyes gleam with the thrill of the hunt. Time to strike back. Cool. Let's continue. Oh, we have a few. We have a few left. Not much. You know what? I might just as well do until here. Or probably here. Even. Yeah, I'm gonna do until like progress 7. The battle, you know, that battle. And then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? Right, let's just do it then. Oh shoot, sorry. Oh yeah, this is the story, this is the battle. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I might as well just do until the advantage. And then, you know, we can continue progress 8 until the end tomorrow. Right. Okay, that's cool. A fog path, a flame flickers in the wind. After leaving Vidya, we double back to the lecture halls. Caroline's coordinate led us to a concealed tunnel beneath one building. A massive, intricate lock guarded the entrance, likely an emotion-responsive model we'll heard about at the festival. It now gaped open, hastily disguised, Ada's human form had clearly gone through first. No time to hesitate, I nodded to Katya and Tess and slipped inside. 10 meters down a narrow stairwell, the passage suddenly widened. Through buried deep underground, the corridor radiated luxury. It had been refurbished more than once. Fresh paint still glistened on some panels. Every few meters a painting hung on the wall, so exquisite that even a total amateur like me could tell they were priceless. Original? Okay. Katya paused, studying one canvas. It showed a silver armored knight battling a dragon What? It showed silver armored knight battling a dragon atop a storm-lashed cliff, the composition crackling with energy.
覚え間違いでなければ10年前のオークションで落札されて以来世に出ていないわ。
Oh god dang.
でもここではまるで普通の装飾画みたいに飾られてるね。あ、ここに文字があるよ。
Miss Alice.
どれどれ？アリス様よりご寄付いただきました。2052年。こっちにもあるね。全部違う人が寄付したものなんだね。でも、なんで絵画をここに置いていくんだろう。
I see two possibilities. First, collectors thought this corridor was the safest vault on Earth. Second, the paintings are indeed just window dressing, because something even more valuable waits at the end.
もっと大事なもの。
My words left Tess and Katya thoughtful and silent. The Acropolis archive were a complete mystery to us, and apparently to Ada as well. What kind of book could be so important that she would stage all this chaos to obtain it? Hard to picture a hyper-rational AI risking everything for a single tome, unless solid data prove its worth. A sharp sense snapped me from my thoughts. Titagen. I raised a hand, stopping Katya and Tess. Careful, we are close. Mentally, I called Eda digital form again, but heard only silence. The unease in my gut deepened. Something had happened to her. We go single file. Me up front, Tess in the middle, Katya covering the rear. Keep 3 meters between us. In the cramped corridor, the only sound was the measured beat of our boots. The Titagen trace was moving too, but we were gaining on it. I could feel it. Then I abruptly stopped in my tracks again. Not for insight, but because the passage fog. At a glance, both branches look identical. I probed with my senses, and to my alarm, the Titagen signature pulsed from both directions equally.
書庫への道はどっちかだよね。じゃあもう片方はどこへの道だろう。
Sorry about that. I shook my head, genuinely stumped. This puzzle was beyond even me. What now? Flip a coin and hope we pick the right tunnel? No way. The logical play was obvious. I take one branch while Katya and Tess take the other, catching Eda's human form whichever way she ran. Yet the move felt almost too tidy, as if the fog itself were bait. Huh.
分析。左の方は私に任せて。
What do you mean? Without me noticing, Katya had slipped ahead of me.
人間体が現れたら、一人でも捕まえられるわ。現れなくても、すぐにそっちと合流できるから。一番妥当な案だと思わない？
Sorry about that. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but this is Eda. She will leave something as basic as a coin toss. Splitting up is too risky.
分析員
Tess stepped forward and took my hand.
悩むことないよ。私一人で行くから。
マジックガール。今は強がってる場合じゃないわよ。
Tess claps her hands behind her back, smiling as she shook her head.
カーシアさん、私今から勝者の特権を使うね。今日の分析員を独り占めするから。約束通り、他の人に襲われないように彼を守ってて。今からデートの準備をするから。カーシアさん、ちゃんと分析員を守って無傷の状態で私のところに届けてほしいな。
Don't say that. Katya was too stunned to retort. Tess offered a calm, reassuring smile, then looked up at me.
分析員も約束してくれたよね。学校にいた時も約束は大事なものだって言ってたよね。
Determination blazed in her eyes, a steady, confident fire that told me she thought everything through before she spoke.
分析員も知ってると思うけど、私の戦術装備はこんな時のために用意したものなんだ。だから普段通りに冷静に言って。
She clearly knew the risk, yet still insisted that she was the right one for the job. You have grown, Tess, but I need a promise from you as well. If you run into an enemy you cannot handle, throw every trick you've got at them. Confuse them, outsmart them. Give me your word and you won't risk a head-on fight and put yourself in danger. Without that promise, I cannot let you go. A flicker of hesitation crossed her face, but only for a heartbeat.
分かった。約束する。
She gently released my hand. Before I could reconsider, she turned and strode down the right-hand tunnel, never looking back. Her fiery red hair burned like a flame in the dark, shrinking to a spark before vanishing. Let's move to. I turned, took Katya's hand. No way we let her hog the spotlight. Let's beat her to the finish line. Damn, Katya didn't say anything. Security bot? Before the security bots patrolling in the tunnel could even lock on, Katya's rounds tore through them, reducing the sentinels to smoking scrap. Dislodged gears skittered across the floor, pinging off the walls.
この騎兵たち、人間体の指示でここに来たよね。こんなので足止めになると思うだなんて。甘いにも程があるわ。分析員。
Noticing my silence, Katya slowed, turned and took my hand.
テスのことが心配なの？
Partly yes, but more than that. My gaze dropped to the seam where floor met wall as I mentally replayed our route in the tunnel. Katya, this tunnel, feel it? We have been spiraling downward.
下への螺旋階段
Yeah, but very subtly. With no reference point down here, it's nearly imperceptible. But the grid's real. I just caught it.
なら当たりなのかもね。書庫が地下にあるならこの道を進んでいけばそこに近づけるはずだから。
Seems so. No telling if the other branch descend the same way through. The same way though, sorry. Either way, there's no time to dwell. We have to pick up the pace, scout ahead, then regroup with Tess.
ええ
Decision made, Katya burst forward, taking point without a flicker of doubt. Her agility was relentless. Most foes fell before they even registered her presence. Any target that survived her first strike, she simply outmaneuvered, leaving me to finish the job while they chase her shadow. We pushed on for nearly half an hour, yet the tunnel still refused to end. A flicker of irritation crossed Katya's mind. She glanced back, about to speak. Then her combat instinct shrieked. Something lethal was incoming. Years of battlefield reflexes kick in, and instead of the usual sideways dodge, she simply raised one arm this time. Oh shoot. A shaft of raw energy ripped through the air, its shockwave rattling the walls. Concentrated Titagen is pure annihilation. This blast even rivaled Ymir's most devastating output. What's that? And yet Katya didn't even flinch as the beam came hurtling toward her. She stood firm, like a flower refusing to bend in a storm. When the energy finally sputtered out, she was still standing, unscathed. I caught every frame of it, yet in real time it lasted no longer than a heartbeat. By the time I sprint up beside Katya, the energy streak had already evaporated. The air reeked of scorched metal. Sparks skittered along the walls like fireflies. Katya's blue hair still drifted on the fading currents, alive with a residual charge.
この程度
In that instant, she poured the full power of her neuronics and new exosuits into a single burst, which also means her mind was locked in a razor-sharp combat trance.
久々だわこの気持ち
Lowering her arm, she flashed a feral grin.
分析員今なら見えるわ
Oh
あい
shoot.
ついや獲物の
I need this to be my background man.
鼓動息筋肉の動きすべてが
She's so beautiful.
今度こそ私を楽しませてちょうだい
Go get her, Katya. The moment the order left my lips, she shot forward like an arrow loose. A sapphire blur lanced down the tunnel in the space of a heartbeat. It felt as though she ripped a seam through the air itself, rematerializing behind her quarry before the echo of her departure faded.
逃げないで反
Oh
撃
shoot.
に出たとはね
She scoffed, squeezed the trigger mid-leap, and a hailstorm of rounds screamed forward, only to smack an invisible barrier and hang there, quivering. Ada's human avatar faced into view ahead, arms akimbo, eyes bright, eyes unblinking. Damn, that's like a mouthful to say, man.
同じ技は二度も通用しないよ覚醒者さん
With her thorn still hanging in the air, the suspended round spun around and whipped back toward Katya. But the span slugs were weak, slow, and wide of the mark. Huh? She merely tilted her head and let them whistle past. It was more of a showy provocation than a real strike.
へえ器用なことするじゃない雰囲気も変わったのね本体からおこぼれでももらったの
おこぼれこれが私の本来の力だよ
She raised her hand, crackling arcs danced between her fingers.
あの小うるさいガキを黙らせるのに時間がかかっちゃったけど彼女が消えた今彼女の力も私のものになったんだあなたたちはもう私には勝てっこない
Deep in the cramped corridor, Katya and I had her box in front and back. Yet every instinct warned me she wasn't bluffing.
まずは小手調べといこうか。
She snapped her fingers. A violent pulse of Titagen raced through the corridor. And to my shock, it was coming from the painting themselves. Oh! Katya, on your 9! At my warning, Katya flickered into her fragmented state. A spear shot out of a painting, impaling the spot she just vacated, and the security board lunged after it.
あなたって本当に厄介だね。私を捕まえるんでしょ？できるものならやってみたら？
With that, she dove toward the nearest canvas and vanished into it. Oh god dang. I dispatched the board with a snap burst. Huh? As its metal shell clanged to the floor, Katya faced back to my side.
分析感じた？
Yeah, the smell of Titagen. She's using Titagen to anchor a dimensional link through the paintings.
タイタン物質で。
Only a theory, but the science fit. If she can bend Titagen like this, she's pretty much as strong as the real Edda now. I shut my eyes, searching for the ripples causing through the surrounding Titagen field. No, something's off. When I opened them, the corridor geometry had twisted. Katya, we have been tricked by Edda. This isn't mere spatial warp. The whole tunnel is woven from Titagen, like a pocket-sized tree.
それって。
There was no time to explain. I grabbed her hand and bolted. Behind us, security boards poured out of the canvases, a relentless tide of metal. I tried reshaping the space, but every segment cross-linked, nudged one, and the whole lattice could collapse. There's only one exit. We have to catch her, or we are stuck. And Tess, she probably facing the same trap.
分かったわ。分析員は人間体の捜索に集中して、残りの敵は一歩たりとも近づけさせないから。
Oh shoot, where is she?
この空間、やっぱりおかしい。
In the other branch, Tess' advance had been smoother. Aside from a few bot ambushes, she met little resistance. Sorry, not melt. She met little resistance. But the deeper she went, the clearer it became. This space was more or less shaped by Edda. Tess knew almost nothing about Titagen, so all she could do was press on. Until a lone figure materialized in front of her.
残念。選ぶ道、間違えたね。
Shoot. No, please. Nothing happened to Tess, man. Let me just use this one. Oh shoot. I was about to change, I was about to get other Katya in my team too. Nope, I cannot go there yet. Oh, dang.
本当に絵の中に入れるなんて。次の絵は海がいいわ。
不正解だよ、分析員。私はその絵の中にいないんだ。
この声、どこから？
Oh shoot. Fucking hell.
ありったけ。まとめて潰してやる。
Okay. Okay. Okay, it's the same place.
いまいちな味ね。分析員のキスの方が手っ取り早く。ありったけ。
Oh shoot. How this guy can...
重心がまだ冷めてる。臨時収入ね。ねえ、夜になったら一杯付き合って。
Okay, that painting. Oh, I know this painting. This must be the lab. Freaking knew it. How is this a painting though? Who gonna buy this kind of painting, man? No one gonna buy this painting.
本当は待ちきれないのはこっちなのね。さっさと終わらせましょう。臨時収入ね。夜になったら一杯付き合って。重心がまだ冷めてるっていう休憩？冗談。続けるな。
Right. Let's move up.
重厚の先に突っ立ってるのが好きなようね。それが全力なの？
Oh shit. There you go.
臨時収入ね。ねえ、夜になったら一杯付き合って。
Oh, don't do anything reckless. Retreat immediately. Okay. I thought we were gonna fight again.
こっちでもないよ。さあ頑張って。
あいつを捕まえたら真っ先に口を塞いでやる。重心がまだ冷めてるっていうのに。この指の器用さ、あなたが一番わかってるでしょ。臨時収入ね。ねえ、夜になったら一杯付き合って。
Oh, that's a big ass painting. Like in the middle. What? What is it? And then got sucked into it. Okay. And I think this is test site. Oh my god, please nothing happens to test, man. I guess this is the continuation in the painting itself. Yeah. I want to use Dawnwing and also Blue Bolt. Man, all Katya. Nice. I love her, man. Her and Nerida.
ここはどこ？なんだか不気味だわ。ええ、安心して気をつけるから。よく見てください。気をつけて目標達成。ビューンってね。臨時収入ね。ねえ。
Holy shit.
一杯付き合う。
What's this? Wait, what does this remind me of? There's one game that remind me of this. I think it's also gacha game. I just forgot, man.
いまいちな味ね。分析員のキスの方が手っ取り早く治るかもしれないわ。
Okay. Oh, there's one more. Oh god damn it! What is this? It's supposed to be whack-a-mole. Must be.
私一人で十分。ウォーミングアップの時間。これって猫ババじゃないの？得意分野よ。
Oh no! Wait, what? Okay, I'm okay.
目標達成。ビューンってね。
Wait. Keep going complete? Okay. Can I not go up again? No, I can't. Okay.
よく聞きなさい。弾丸の競争だ。
Oh, what the hell? Oh, god damn it.
銃弾の雨。結局はめられたわ。周りのものが全部ひっくり返ってる。私たち
Oh, walking on
天
ceiling?
井に立っているの。こんな変な空間を作って一体何を企んでるの？
I know,
消
right?
耗戦のつもりなら見当違いも甚だしいわ。今の私はかつてないほど元気いっぱいよ。
Leave this place complete. Oh god dang.
最頂点から勝利をつかみ取る。あっけないわね。
Next stage. In Katya's own way. So I'm gonna play until this advantage, and after that, tomorrow we're going to continue this one. Yeah, we can. Why not? The only solution in Katya's own way. Let's move it.
やっほー分析員こっちこ
After what felt like ages navigating through the Titagen Forge tunnel, Katya and I finally spotted Eda's human form in the distance. She sat perched atop a tall stool. Only when I drew close did she hop down.
本当にここまで来たんだ。うん偉いね。
Let me drink some water first. She clapped, slow and exaggerated, yet her eyes were cold.
あなたの計画は全てバレてるわ。エッタ。
決着はまだだよ。カーシア・クライン。あなたがくれた痛みと屈辱。今から倍にしてあなたに返すね。大事にしているものを全部粉みじんに壊してあげる。
She snapped her fingers and the ground beneath us began to quake violently.
まだ逃げる気なのね。
逃げる逃げるべきなのはどっちかな？
The walls and floor melted like wax under a torch, then twisted and reforged into a new shapes. Reading her intent, I braced myself, anchoring the ground beneath our feet. All around us, the world churned and howled, yet the ground beneath Edda and us stayed still, like the eyes of two opposing storms on a collision course.
あれは一体何を？
Her voice was nearly swallowed by the tremors. She had to lean in, lips almost brushing my ear, just so I could catch the words. Could be anything. She's in total control here.
じゃあ私たちは
Hold on, I need to stabilize our space first. While torrents of Titagen slammed into my mind, I could barely string a thought together.
ウォーミングアップはこの辺でいいかな。
Half a minute later, she tilted the shifting landscape.
あなたのために手ずから用意した決戦の舞台だよ。どう？分析員。
Before us stood a familiar skyline.
ここはエリアゼロ。
Oops, what was it about? Hold on, let me check. Nothing, okay. Without our noticing, the roof beneath Katya and me materialized from the ground, and Edda launched on the neighboring high-rise.
気に入った？久々に戻った実家のような安心感でしょ。そうだね。せっかくの実家帰りだし、昔からのお友達がいないと寂しいでしょ。
This is what the Edda digital form meant when watch out for manifestation, right? Oh no, it's not, it's the monster. White flashes lands through the air, followed by Titan roars. From the change to the towering Hela, Titans of every shape and size materialize one after another. My mind snapped back to that energy blast Edda fired in the tunnel, and a knot of dread tightened in my gut.
その顔、これから何が起こるかもうわかるよね。
She didn't wait for an answer, she leaned back and let herself fall. At a heartbeat later, blinding white light erupted where she vanished. Amid the guttural roars of countless titans, a colossal silhouette rose, the progenitor of titans, Ymir.
人間の意識を持ってるユミルなんて素敵な力
Human mind? Her crazed laughter echoed from deep inside Ymir. Deep inside Ymir, a heartbeat before its colossal arm slammed down on us. I yanked Katya close and dove to a nearby roof. The one we stood on was crushed flat in an instant. Even Katya was feeling the strain. She faced massive titan before, like Lament of Yerus, but this one was stronger still, and backed a whole pack of lesser titans.
分析何か考えは分析
Only then did she sense something was wrong. I wasn't ignoring her, I simply could not speak.
やだもう鈍いったらないんだけど彼は周りの空間を維持してるのに必死だよ
Oh. She shot me a startled glance. I answered with a tight nod. This Titagen forged space wasn't as steady as it appeared to be. Beneath the surface, it kept collapsing inward, straight toward us. Solid Titagen is wildly unstable. If I let the collapse run free, that much compressed energy would annihilate right beside us. Holding it back takes a razor-edge focus, like walking a tightrope in the eye of a storm. 3 meters. I met Katya's eyes, forced the words out, then shook my head.
3メートル以内にいろって
More than that and you're gonna get strained by the Titagen. Right, 3 meters. That's my limit right now. We were well and truly cornered. Katya, whose age had always been blistering speed, was forced to stick to my side, and I was too focused to even speak, let alone fight alongside her. Ada had tailored this trap for us. That's why she wasn't rushing. She was savoring our struggle like front row entertainment.
さて考えはまとまったかな学生者さん
Snow began to fall, thick white motes of Titagen. Ymir giant palms thundered toward us again. Katya clenched her jaw in barely contained rage, yet kept her grip on my hand, dodging in perfect sync. The moment we touched down, she opened fire at Ymir. Powered by her exosuit and Deivos, every round hissed through the air, crackling with fury. Titans that tried to close in were shredded at once, and even Ymir staggered beneath the hail of bullets. After that barrage, Katya also came to realize the problem. Distance. We were still too far from Ymir. For her shots to bites, we had to get closer. But rooftop tall enough to serve as springboards were few, and the gaps between them were far too wide for a single leap. As Katya hesitated, I rested a hand on her shoulder. Jump. She gave me one quick glance, then nodded. In perfect sync, we sprinted and launched off the roof edge.
もう観念したの死ぬの
Hardly. At the apex of our arc, the 3-meter wide platform winked into existence beneath us. Our momentum never faltered. With every leap, a new platform formed underfoot, vanishing the instant we sprang to the next. I was shaping those paths from Titagen myself. My reach extended only 3 meters. But within that radius, I was nearly omnipotent.
そんなさせないよ
Energy blasts streaked toward us from every direction like bolts of lightning. Yet, we were even faster. After all this time, Katya and I didn't need words, especially on the battlefield. Instinct always carried us along the same perfect path.
狂ってるあなたたち狂ってるよ
Her voice was starting to fray. In under a minute, we landed on the rooftop directly before Ymir, staring it down at eye level. At this range, its sheer bulk was a liability. Even turning cost precious seconds. Just long enough for Katya to empty an entire clip. The way that they use reuse asset, right? The way that they reuse this, still have the helicopter and stuff. They can just remove the helicopter, man. Reeling, she snapped back and had Ymir unleash another beam, pulverizing the rooftop beneath us.
一回のまぐれだけで私に勝てると思ったら大間違いだよ。
She didn't stop there. One by one, the surrounding high rises were flattened under her barrage.
ユミルの着点は胸の前にあるエネルギー源のはず。あの人間体も多分中にいる。
Of course.
あそこに当てれば完全に倒せると思うけど、この距離からじゃ。
We need someone with sniper, I believe.
できるはずがないでしょ。
Ymir's colossal hands slammed over its chest, shielding the core from every round.
残念すぎるよ。ここにいるのがもっと強い覚醒者ならできたかもね。
You mean decent manifestation?
あんたなんかには無理だよ。
Katya knew the taunt was bait, yet her fist tightened on instinct. She never cared about proving herself to anyone, but where Chaos was concerned, the thought of falling even half a step behind was unbearable. Her resolve stayed firm, but each second wound her nerve tighter. Katya, my voice jolted her out of that downward spiral. Only you. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't force out more than those two words. Instead, I raised one finger.
時間の無駄だから。
Titans continued pouring in from every direction, but Katya answered with wordless bullets, filling them with ruthless precision.
考えて。ちゃんと考えなさい。どうして分析員がこんなにも落ち着いていられるのか。私の力もその限界も分析員はよく知ってるはず。つまり
Katya,
分析員には
only you
私ならできるという
can do
確信がある。
this.
カーシア・クライン。私にしかできないこと。
After that, and then she vanished. Ada blinked, then threw back her head in laughter.
悪あがきを散々して結局逃げる。
Ha! That's like every villain last word.
いいよ。彼の最後をあなたの目で見届けて。
Without Katya's cover fire, every Titan zeroed in on me. Dodging was no longer an option. The first blast crashed against the Titagen shield I conjured. I glanced off without a crack. The second followed, then the third, a blistering barrage fused into one blow, driving me backwards across the rubble. Cracked spiderweb through the barrier. I had no choice but to clench my jaw and hold. Crack. Ooh! A beam punched through, searing my left shoulder. I'm sorry. I was about to sneeze, but then the sneeze gone. It was a perfect build-up though. Oh my goodness. Almost sneezing.
痛いよね。痛くて怖いよね。
The subtitle, I just wish the subtitle is just as what they said, right? Probably because they translated from the Chinese voiceover.
何ぼーっとしてるの？もっと痛めつけて。
Beams rained down on me like a meteor shower. In 3 seconds, those spears of light would rip me apart. In 5, I'd be dead. Yet my eyes never left the core glowing in Ymir's chest. I waited for a heartbeat when a flash of blue would slip between the beams and blow them out, you mean? Blot them out.
今よ。
Katya flashed into position out of thin air, a move that must have looked like suicide to the human form. Outside my sphere, Katya would be shredded by Titagen turbulence before she could even pull the trigger. But she would never truly left my range. Take the shot, Katya! I hurled every ounce of power outward in one pulse. My consciousness flooded the arena, and the world froze. Titans, beams, Titagen, even Ymir itself. All except Katya. Holding every mode of Titagen for even a heartbeat would be nearly impossible. I had to give everything I had, and more. But that heartbeat was all we needed. The instant the bullet left the barrel, I heard Katya's voice in my mind. Distance meant nothing in the moment. Our souls were throbbing in perfect synchrony. I'll bet everything on that resonance. I trusted her skill, and more importantly, I knew Katya would understand the plan in my mind down to the last detail. Reality paused, and we found ourselves inside Katya's mindscape. It was utterly still, a wave-scoured reef facing an endless sea. The only sound the crash of surf. How do you feel, Katya? I turned to her.
そうね。
A breeze caught a lock of hair at her ear, tracing the sharp, elegant lines of her profile.
すっきりしたわ。
Same here. She smiled and met my eyes.
この前の約束通り、思う存分戦わせてもらったわ。自分の力を証明した上で、分析員の信頼にも応えた。
She lifted her hand and gently hooked her finger around mine.
昔はただ振り子みたいに目標を見つけては達成するだけの人生を送っていた。同じ場所に長くとどまれないし、何かに打ち込むこともできなかった。分析員に出会うまでは。分析員は何か不思議な力を持ってるのかもね。そばにいるだけで楽しみが勝手に増えていくもの。気づいたらいつの間にか一匹狼の傭兵クラインから分析員を頼りがちなカーシアになったわ。ほんと良くも悪くもだわ。
It is.
分析員にとってはそうでしょうけど。
She chuckled and bumped my shoulder with hers. It's good for both of us, Katya. Just as you lean on me, I lean on you. And having someone you can trust and rely on, that's sheer bliss. She offered no further reply, but the ripples in the air betrayed her. Her mindscape echoed every feeling in her heart. I've been thinking, what kind of covenant ceremony would suit a woman like you?
私みたいな？私って分析員の目にはどう映ってるの？
Brilliant, razor sharp, magnetic, always full of surprises. You look like the toughest person in any room, yet underneath, you are unbelievably gentle.
本当にそう思うの？だったら好都合じゃない。適当に。
You'd think so. A simple confession feels too plain for you, but something grand and showy would ring hollow. Nothing I imagined ever felt right. Until I realized, like you said, being with you makes even the smallest moment feel special. The covenant is just the beginning, one small chapter in the long life we'll share.
そうね。なら、儀式なんてこだわる
That's
よ
true.
りも今を大切にしましょう。
We've been fucking a lot all this time, and why would we fuss for the ceremony, right? She tilted her head and rested it on my shoulder.
ここっていいわね。邪魔が入らないし、好きなだけ二人でいられる。まるで私たちのための世界みたい。
Then we really ought to secure humanity's future by, well, population maintenance. She flicked my forehead before the sentence was even finished.
あなたって人はせっかくかっこよかったのに。さて、私のフィアンセ君。
私のフィアンセ君。
せっかく私の意識の中なんだから、これから私の言うことを当ててごらん。
She slid one step forward, pivoted to face me, clasped her hand behind her back, then tilted her head with a playful wink. Truth is, I'd known her words from the moment we arrived. For life and beyond, never apart. The realm shivered, as if her heart skipped a beat, then thundered back to life.
ええ、これからもずっと一緒にいましょう。
Time resumed. Clock over. The instant the bullet punched through Ymir's chest, the crushing tide of Titagen bearing down on me vanished. The human form could not muster even a whimper before the relentless barrage snuffed her out. With Ymir fall, every remaining Titan and the attack still in flight, crumbled into nothing. As the Titan colossal frame disintegrated, two bodies dropped from the sky. Freed of every restraint, I surged forward and caught them both. One task remained. I put down Eda's human's form, studying her pale face. She would recklessly chain her mind to Ymir, so when Katya struck the final blow, her consciousness unraveled with the Titan. Yet I could sense a faint spark. Someone else lingered inside this shell. I'll be right back. I nodded to Katya and reached toward the human form's body. Without its master, the consciousness space trembled on the verge of collapse. But its continued existence was proof enough of my suspicion. There was another sentient being with it. I steadied my thoughts and plunged deeper into the mindscape, probing through static until a single pinprick of light emerged. The instant my fingertip brushed it, a silhouette slowly unfurled from the globe. Hey, Trap Eda! The whisper swelled to a murmur. I finally caught her voice. Time to wake up, Eda. Inside the human's form consciousness realm, don't you remember? Eda's digital form stared, dazed, then jolted upright. She patted her face and arms, an odd sight for someone made of coat. Realizing she was whole, she looked back at me and burst into tears. Oh dang, is that how... Oh! Is it scary? I mean... Technically you did die. Your mind was shattered, lingering only here. Had the human form consciousness not collapsed, I could not have awakened you. And you can take the body if you want. Yeah, the body is yours now. As promised, you can live as a real human. Tears still clung to her cheeks, yet her eyes shone with uncontained joy. You'll need to stay with Yggdrasil for a while, at least until you learn the basic of human ethic and manners. I just wonder how Leaf going to see this little Eda and, not choke her to death. A purpose?
タウがあんな雑な目的を指定したせいで、あいつは好き勝手動け。だから、命の恩人である分析員に私の目的を決めてほしいの。
She looked at me with wide, expectant eyes. Should I assign a purpose to this new Eda? Genghis. Eda, Genghis, Yogurt. Every advanced AI I met drew its power from a built-in purpose, the very reason it was born. But the Eda standing before me no longer needed to carry that burden. I met her gaze and shook my head. I'm not going to assign you a purpose. Humans only start searching for their purpose after they begin living. You should do the same.
でも、目的がないと何をしたらいいんだろう。
Live. You don't need a directive. Life itself is purpose enough. The old Eda had you shadow me, logging my every move. Now I want you to observe the world, learn it and become part of it. One day you'll discover something worth fighting for, and that not something assigned will be your purpose. That's how humans find meaning. She studied her open palm in silence.
私にそんなことできるの？
Of course, you are the first sentient being ever to break free of Eda's control. Your existence alone proves individuality and free will. From here on, the path you walk is yours to forge. Some days will flow smoothly, others may leave you lost or discouraged. Whatever comes, this life is yours and yours alone. Go live it and make me proud. I stepped closer, opened my arms, and gently drew her into a hug. The once willful, self-centered brat stood frozen.
おかしいな。この涙、流したくて流れてるものじゃないみたい。
A raw, nameless emotion surged up, too strong to hold back. It might take some time to process all this, but it's okay. I'll be here for you. I felt her arms slowly wrap around my back, hugging me tight.
あのね、自分に名前をつけようと思う。
She went silent for a long moment, then asked tentatively,
サフィールとか
Sapphire.
どう？ヒロゾア語で青い宝石って意味だよ。
It's a lovely name. Since it was her own decision, I had no reason to object.
じゃあ、これから私はサフィール。
I let her go and gave her hair a gentle pat. Time to leave this place. You'll need to master those new powers fast and help me find our way forward.
頑張る。
Fingers intertwined. We step out of the. Oh my god, I cannot read. Fingers intertwined. We step out of the mindscape together. Sapphire. Wait, is she getting taller or what? The moment we snap back to reality, Sapphire let out a horrified yelp.
ねえ、カシアさん、銃を下ろしてくれませんか？
I spun to find Katya getting gun trained right between Sapphire's eyes. The poor thing looked about to faint.
へえ、綺麗な言葉が使えたのね。そんなに行きたいの？
Katya, stand down. The human form's original consciousness is gone.
今ここにいるのは私、サフィールだから。
Looks like teaching it this one proper manners might take a while.
あら、今まで分析員の意識空間に立てこもってた例の意識体ね。
サフィールだよ。
The
本当
brat.
に復活させたのね。AI の割にあまり賢くなさそうだけど。
Brains aside, Sapphire, can you get us out of this pocket dimension?
ここを壊すことだって不可能じゃないよ。今の私にとってタイタン物質を操るくらい本当に余裕だから。
She threw up a hand, drew a deep breath.
あれ？
But nothing happened. No matter how hard she tried, the Titagen around her stayed inert.
あれ？
Oh, she... Katya and I watched as panic crept into her face.
やっぱり無理だなんて言ったらわかるわよね。
待って待って待って。わかった。私のせいじゃない。
She clapped her hands once and seized my arm.
大変だよ、分析員。
Easy, take a breath. Now, what is it?
ここが消せないのは、もう一人がここのタイタン物質を維持してるからだ。
This space is still stable because someone else is feeding it Titagen. Someone else? I gripped her shoulders. You mean there's another adult human form in here? She nodded hard.
思い出した。気を失う前に、もう一人の人間体の気配を感じた。
Manifestation energy.
覚醒者の匂いもしたの。
Tess. Unease stirred in my chest again. I took a deep breath, forcing myself to stay calm. Can we pinpoint the source? Oh, of course, that's the second one.
通路を作るだけなら、タイタン物質でできたこの空間を利用できるかも。
Sapphire shut her eyes, raised both hands, and the space itself ripped apart. Two rack hole gap wide enough for us to step through.
できた。
Oh my goodness. Panting, Sapphire pointed toward the two reef.
左の方はここから出て現実世界へ戻れる道。右のやつはもっと深入りして
この空間を構築した人のもと
Why do you even make that too? Huh. Another fork in the path, but this time the choice was crystal clear. I turned to Katya. Katya, She pressed a finger to my lips.
説明しなくていいわ。考えてること。わかるわ。先を越されないために、先にこの子を書庫へ連れて行くから。
Her hand slipped from my lips, resting over my heart.
状況が状況だから焼かないわよ。分析員が決めたことなら何でも納得するわ。だから迎えに行ってあげて。私の時みたいに彼女のことも受け止めて。
Katya cupped my face and pressed her forehead to mine.
あなたはきっと私の元に戻ってくる。そうでしょ。だからあんまり待たせないで。
Possessive and assertive as ever, classic Katya. Yet behind her eyes flickered something soft and warm. I'll come back to you, promise. I would say the same to her in New Hantiro, and I'll keep that promise. I'll keep this one too. After a long lingering kiss, I turned and stepped, without a second hesitation, into the rift Sapphire had opened. Oh.
何見てるの？
いや、ただ
おー
今あなたの言ったことに驚いてるだけ。
これがカーシア・クラインのスタイルよ。彼のそばにいたいなら、あなたも自分のそれを見つけた方がいいわ。
言われなくても分かってるよ。
Sapphire Blaster. Huh? Sapphire's Blaster earned nothing but a thin smile from Katya before she turned away. Oh, man. That's nice. Oh my god. Hope nothing happened to Tess. Okay, this is the last one before we end the stream tonight. Oh, there's Tess. Let's become Tess though. I mean, not even like using her new exosuit. Take the elevator.
ウサギが出るかハトが出るか。
ここは逆さまのエリアゼロ。まるで鏡の中にいるみたい。
感心してる場合じゃないよね。今は一刻も早くここから抜けないと。レディース&ジェルメン。ようこそテスの魔法の世界へ。
圧倒的な火力。ねじ伏せ。
Oh wait, not here. I do want to use Tess, but she's a sniper and she can't hit that much. Oh, starting from here? Okay. Holy shit, upside down. What the hell? Oh my god, not even using the new.
ここの敵、今までより強くなってるね。分析員たち、無事なのかな。待って、あれはエッタ。
Oh my god. It's so difficult, man. Oop. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, let's move it. Man, the music is... I like the music though.
キスして。戦いが終わったら。
Why are we not fighting anything? What is going on here? Can we jump down here? Okay. Oh shoot. Oh fuck. Oh my god, this... I cannot... Okay. What are you shooting at, you idiot? Oh, okay. I thought I was about to fall off there. Reach the airship. Okay. So what's this then? Okay. Alright, that's it? Okay. I guess that's like the bonus before we step into what happening to test tomorrow, right? So yeah. Alright, exit. Man, she's so beautiful. I love her. Yeah, let me get those. Why not? And get these. Claim all. Very cool. Can I... Not yet. I believe. Yep. Not yet. Oh, excuse me. Right. Seasonal mission. Very nice. Cool. Right. Okay, I need to claim all of these. There you go. Right. Yeah. I guess that's all for tonight then. And tomorrow we'll be continuing the story. It's the final part. And on Friday, like I said, we are going to continue the day 7 of Heavenman Straight Chapter 4 Part 2. That the one that I accidentally have to cut off early because blackout on my area. So yeah. Right. There's nothing more. So let's bring you guys to the intermission screen and let me mute the game, even though it doesn't need to be muted, but let's just do it for safety. Right, hold on for a moment. Right, anyways, yeah, and that's all for tonight then. A big thank you to Gijas. A big thank you to Gijas. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. For those who are watching the VOD, thank you for your time. I hope you are enjoying it as well. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to my channel. I also stream Honkai Impact 3rd, Punishing the Raven, Aether Gazer. I was about to say Black Beacon, but it's Heaven Burns Straight, Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you'll know when my stream is up. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to leave a like. If you don't like it, leave a dislike. And if you have any feedback or want to discuss the story we experienced tonight, feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to join our community Discord server. Invite link is in the description under this video. We try to create a wholesome gacha community. That concludes tonight's stream. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a good night. Sleep well, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. you.